Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, students take part in Winter Carnival. One student has a passion for Rubik's Cubes. Art class does special art for orphans overseas. And robotics goes to state. The Loop starts now. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Natalie Popp.
And I'm Kayla Bolt. It's always nice to have a shortened day and a small break to enjoy some activities during school. Last week during Winter Carnival, students here at Lakeside got to participate and enjoy a bunch of fun events.
On Tuesday we had dodgeball. It was double elimination. The seniors ended up winning. Our team did all right. It could have done way better. It didn't do too good. We probably should have caught the ball more. But other than that, there wasn't really any strength because we all kind of signed each other up as a joke, so we didn't even know who was on the team. We didn't have any plan. We just kind of went into it for fun.
So on Wednesday, the National Guard came and provided us with our competition for the day. They brought an obstacle relay course, and it was 5 per team, and they had to jump. It started off by each person going against a person from the other team, and they would jump through like some ropes and then through a tight tube, and which brought us to the hardest part, which was when getting out of the tube and trying to like see where you were, see what was up next, because you couldn't see. And then there were a whole bunch of inflatable pillars around you, and you had to navigate your way through those and to get up to the top of the slide. And you would slide down, and then you would run back before the next person would go.
On Thursday, we played volleyball in the East Gym, and there were 4 co-ed teams, 1 from each class. And in the championship game, it was juniors versus the seniors. And the seniors were up, but the juniors managed to come back and get a comeback win. The crowd really got into it, and it was just really exciting.
So on Friday, there was a relay, and then there was a wig snatch. So for the relay, they had to do the mattress slide where you run and then slide it across the gym. And then they had to do a box stack, where they had to stack these boxes and spell out warrior on it. And then after that, they had a wig snatch. So basically they made us put all these colorful wigs on and these really dark sunglasses on and just run around. You had to put one hand behind your back and then just grab it and just, yeah, basically that was it. And then the winners of that, they went against the teachers for that in the next round.
Looks like that was a lot of fun.
Along with the many activities held throughout the week, students also got to participate in dress-up days as a fun way to bring the student body together. Paige Murphy gives us more details about these fun themes.
So Tuesday, it was basically just a pajama day. We just got to lay back and it was all easy classes basically. And then Wednesday was USA Day, so anything except for flags. I saw a couple kids wearing flag suits, so that was kind of cool. Thursday was also twin day, so you get to dress like with your friends or if you have an actual twin. And then Friday was just a white out or a blizzard out.
How cool to see something as simple as a dress-up day can bring students together. And now, over to sports.
Welcome to the fastest news in sports. I'm your host, Samantha Lunger.
And I'm Sam Garcia. Let's go to the hardwood. The Lakeside Lutheran boys basketball team took down Poinet 74-57 last week. Senior center Wes Ron dominated with 22 points and 16 rebounds as the Warriors jumped out of an early lead and never looked back. And they weren't done there. On Friday, Lakeside edged out Columbus 51-48, thanks to a clutch game-winning 3 by Carson Strom and last-second block by Wes Ron to seal it.
Switching to girls basketball, Lakeside rolled past Cambridge 55-31 in non-conference play. Freshman Alex Moore led with 14 points. Junior Nadia Murphy added 11, and senior Kylie Lundgren chipped in 8. Then on Thursday, the Warriors completed a perfect 10-win season with a 65-39 win over Poinet. Senior Ella Lauber led the Warriors with a career-high 21 points, including 5 three-pointers, while Kylie Lundgren added 9 points to secure the victory.
To the mats, the Lakeside girls wrestling team competed in the individual sectional wrestling tournament on Friday. Junior Lucy Kukta battled her way to a 4th-place finish, while the rest of the team faced tough competition. The future is looking bright for this team. The boys wrestling team competed in the team sectional tournament on Saturday. Although our season came to an end as a team, falling to Campbell Sport 43-34, the boys wrestling team had a great season.
And that's time.
Puzzles can be frustrating. Whether it's jigsaw, word-based, or a number puzzle, sometimes they can be tough to figure out. Rubik's Cubes are a type of puzzle that leave many stumped. One student here has a passion for these tricky puzzles, and he's here to tell us about it. Noah Schaaf gives us an insight into how he got into Rubik's Cubes in the first place.
So I originally got into cubing because I used to have this old Rubik's Cube that I got when I was a kid. And I was always like kind of fascinated on like how to solve it and how to do it. So I got this app and it like showed me how to solve it and it would solve it for me. And I saw on YouTube a bunch of people like solving it in like really fast times, and I wanted to do that. So I just kind of, practiced and learned some like pairs, algorithms, and all this, and I got really into it. So my first competition, it was like at a hotel in Madison, and it was a lot of people there, and they had like tables, stands, chairs around to watch people solve. And I was really nervous because like I was new at this. So I was like hesitant and my hands were all shaky, and I didn't really do the best, but I did pretty good than what most people did. So I would always like practice at home. I would learn new pairs, and then I got faster. And my second competition, I did really well. My fastest time would be about 15 seconds. So I have, what people don't really know is a Pyraminx, which is a Rubik's Cube that's shaped as a pyramid. I have a Megaminx, which has a ton of different sides. And I have this 10x10, which is the biggest cube that I have, and so far the biggest cube that I've seen. Personally, I like the 3x3. Because like that's my original, that's like my home. So I like to work on that, and I like to bring it on vacation. I think it gets your mind working, personally. For me, I always thought of like how I could get faster, how I could improve, and like what like different types of problems you can solve out of it. Like there's so many different ways you can solve it, and I think learning them makes you think more outside of the box.
Thanks for sharing. Now it's time to see what classroom Gus visited this week.
He's Skylar, and he's Gus. It's in the classroom with Gus.
Welcome back. Today we are in the biology classroom, where Miss Muir's students have started learning about plants.
Hey Skylar, look at this. Back in my day, we didn't have all these fancy lights and fancy seed trays with the labels on them. No, back in my day, we just threw seeds on the ground and then prayed for rain.
Students planted pea plants to learn about a certain type of plant called angiosperm plants. They will also get to see the germination process through daily observation.
Germination? I just got over a cold. I don't want to catch that again.
Not germs, Gus. Germination. Germination is the slow process by which seeds soak up water, break the seed coat, and sprout up through the soil.
So it's like the world's slowest magic trick. I planted dirt, and ta-da! I got more dirt, but this time there's a little green thing in it.
That's funny, Gus, but it is amazing how God designed plants. A tiny seed holds everything it needs to grow: roots to anchor it, leaves to gather sunlight, and a stem to reach upward.
I know this. That's why I like to plant things in my garden at home, to watch how God makes them grow.
You do?
Why, sure. They don't call me Gus the greenhouse guru for nothing.
Well, whether you're a greenhouse guru or just a guy who likes to play in the dirt, I think we learned something today. This has been In the Classroom
with Gus.
Though there are many who face hardship, there are also people who have compassion on those who are struggling. Recently, students in art here at Lakeside participated in the Memory Project. This project was started back in 2004 by a university student with the intention of making heartfelt portraits as special memories for orphans overseas. The idea was to spread kindness and touch the hearts of youth around the world. Cassidy Terpstra tells us more about this wonderful opportunity.
We're drawing children from another country who are maybe orphans or have like not the best life over there. We get sent pictures of children in another country who are less fortunate or maybe orphans. We then get the pictures, we draw the children, whichever medium we would prefer, and then we include colors or like things that they might enjoy in it. I think they turned out amazing. There's a lot of different styles and variations in them. There's people using like paint pens. I know I use color pencils. A lot of people were using just regular pencils and graphite. I hope that the outcome will have like a better impact on them and help their self-esteem if they may have a low one, and just give them something to look forward to in the future.
What an amazing way to use your God-given talents for kindness through creating something meaningful. And now, it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Molly Kalma.
Why are riders always cold? Because they're always surrounded by drafts. We will never be cold in this teacher's room because her room is usually always warm. We welcome Mrs. Schomer to teacher time this week.
All right, Molly, what do you want to know?
What is your favorite mythical monster and why?
Scylla, because every time I watch the movie and she eats someone, I never expect it.
What are the names of the fish you had in your classroom?
Well, they're all named after water puns. So there's Jim Bob, Wade, except the biggest one, who is Ben Buxa, because he's the biggest fish I've ever had, and it's the biggest football player we've ever had.
What was your biggest challenge in becoming a teacher?
Talking to people.
What is your favorite book to read and why?
My favorite book is the one I'm currently reading, and I'm currently reading 3, so I can't really pick them. I usually read a bunch of books at one time.
And now for the speed round. Cake or frosting?
Frosting.
Favorite movie?
Odyssey right now.
Would you rather have toes for fingers or fingers for toes?
Oh my gosh, then I could walk on my hands all the time, so toes for fingers.
Would you rather be able to teleport, but only while dancing, or read minds, but only when you are hungry?
Read minds.
Favorite quote?
What does it matter for eternal salvation?
We recently had a story about how the robotics team has been crushing it at the recent competitions. Their outstanding performance in the meet at Fox Valley Lutheran qualified them for the state tournament. They'll have the opportunity to show off their God-given talents in Green Bay next weekend. Mayor Curia tells us more about the work they've put into their recent competitions.
The first thing we did was we ran a couple of skills, and so basically we had to go around on a skills field and try and score as many blocks by ourselves as possible. And we were able to get a really good score. For driver, we got a 44-point total. So for our Auton, which is a robot running by itself, we got a 45-point total. And so for your total skills score, you add those two together, and so our total was 89, which got us 4th in the overall meet in skills. And the way the qualifiers work is that the first team in skills qualifies, but if they already qualified through some other award, the next team down qualifies. And so the top 3 teams were able to qualify by either making it to finals or getting a judged award. And so they were able to make it to state through those, and that qualification trickled down to us, which meant that we were able to qualify to state. Yeah, so state is 3 weekends from now, and the biggest way currently we have in order to make it to Worlds is to get into the top 7 in skills. Because the top 7 in skills make it to Worlds, and we were ranked 8th right now. So if we can just somewhat improve, that would take us to Worlds. So for skills, it's always just one robot working by itself, but for the normal matches, it is 2v2. There's qualifiers, and based on how many you win in qualifiers, it gets you higher on the choice list for picking who you want to be for the actual elimination rounds. I enjoy robotics. I'd say the main reason is being able to see how all of us working together and being like so coherent on our team can produce something that works really well.
Great job to the robotics team, and good luck at the state tournament.
And now, you're in the loop. I'm Natalie Pop.
And I'm Kayla Bolt. Thank you for watching, and God bless.